Hello everyone, Mayor Jordan, and welcome back. I meant to say Mayor Jordan here and welcome back, but you know what? There's no reviews enough, so let's just keep going. Because that's how it works, right? I hope you're doing well today. I'm doing pretty good myself. I just saw this and thought it looked a little ridiculous, so I'm gonna see if I can make it look a little less ridiculous. There's a chance, always. But yeah, it's, I'm quite far ahead of where I've uploaded currently. I think currently episode 4 is out. And I have until about episode, I want to say 8 recorded. So yeah, I'm a little bit ahead. I got into a little recording mode the other day and just went for it. When I edited this of taking all this out and redoing it, it was so ridiculous to look at. The amount of times that just completely redid everything and like went so crazy with doing it. It was honestly kind of hilarious, but it seems to work out. I'm just thinking I could have a roundabout here. I know it's messing with it again, but if I put a roundabout like down this way a little bit and then just connected there, then I would at least only have one lot to stop at. That might not be the worst thing in the world, but who knows? We'll keep it as is just because it's a little smaller. So, like I said, I plan to have multiple of them, and that maybe being the better thing, but we'll see. We now have waste management and all that good stuff, so that means it's time to pause, and it's time to get to deleting, as always, and see if we can go ahead and sort of, I guess, reinvent this area. We're just going to completely redo all the roads, redo everything, and see what we can come up with, and hopefully make this a lot better. And again, I did say, perhaps I could move it. That's still, an opportunity that I may not pass up, and then turn that into more of a, I guess, sort of housing area or whatever else. Because, yeah, I remember now, okay. It took me a second, but I remember that's kind of why I was building over here. So maybe that's what we'll work on, because then this can be the way in and out for this area, and we'll have, some other stuff going on over here too. Granted, it's, it's a bit far from where people work, but that's the point of, I guess, going over here, is we can eventually put in the people that would be working over here. So let's do a couple of things, such as let's get our first bit of, I guess, large road in, which this will probably be the road where we'll have the connection for, all of this. Sorry, I'm just thinking. We'll have the connection for all of this to work. I didn't mean to press play. That could have been bad. But we'll do this, and then this will be like where the train station and all that links up to. I'm really struggling for my words today. So we'll have that there. And what I'll do here is I'll actually, there's not like a one-way of those, so there is a one-way of these, but 6 lanes, so that's a bit overkill. Is there not one way of these? That's actually kind of surprising. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised that's the thing. It's fine as is. My nose is really stuffed, so I apologize if I'm like all like, I don't know what's up with me today. Well, I do. I have allergies. I always have allergies. But it's alright. Alright, so I'm gonna sort of utilize what I previously built as a nice little graded ramp to get up here, and use that as my way to, sort of build out towards this area. Because I want to make sure this is like relatively, it flows well enough and everything. So we're going to try to make this as nice as possible. Then just sort of debating how I want to connect this up, because there's a few different things I could do. One of the things I'm tempted with is literally just make a highway that then goes out to here to go to a connection, so it's just a way in and out only for this area. but then also have another connection that goes into here. That's actually not such a bad option, to be brutally honest. But let's start by building basically our little intersection that will connect to this area. And then let's go ahead and start redoing that ever so slightly. And we'll connect it like so. And then we'll just kind of redo this curve to fit that better, which is great. So this will eventually go straight this way. In fact, we can make sure we remember keeping it at 9 degrees doing that. And then I think, honestly, the only reason I want to do highways is because it's multiple direction, and I've been looking for an excuse to use it. So that's why I'm going to see if this works. So I'm thinking train station there, and then, or maybe train station on this side. So maybe I could wrap it around like a little offshoot, because this could continue and just be fine. That would be all right. The only reason I'm thinking that is because I'm thinking of when they get off here, they could just continue right instead of having to go all the way around. But I really don't know. Actually, let's do this instead. Let me get this a little closer up here. And let's put this... So let's do this... let me go a little farther with that one. I know this may not make sense. And it doesn't fully to me either. I'm just sort of going with what's in my head at the time. And I know that's not the best because it's not really planning, but it is fun that way for me. So, have something like that. And then we can put it on the inside of here, perhaps. Maybe I can even look about making a nice little grade thing there, because that would be kind of fun. So that there, and then, yeah, I think literally just a highway. Which is going to look ridiculous until I start building around it, I think. But I'm kind of okay with that. I gotta think of where I want this to connect, obviously. I do have room over here, so that's not the worst of areas. So I could do something like here. Let's see, let's do... yeah, something kind of like that. And that doesn't seem too steep on either side, really. And then we would just need a bit that goes out to here, of course. And a bit that can also come in from here. Like so. And then we need one that can get over from that side. I wonder if I can stick it in right there. That would be kind of great. Let me see if I can build the opposite way, if it'll let me. Because I know... yeah, it can be a little questionable with the node allowance, but that's fine. And again, I know this isn't the most beautiful and or realistic thing in the world, but that's not really what I'm going for. Let me actually build this a little closer, just so it doesn't have to be such a monstrosity of a ramp. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to turn this off so I can get a little bit more control if possible. Oh. Alright, that wasn't... that's not really what I want. Although... no, I want it to be nicer than that. So let's go here to there. That's perfectly fine. And maybe start like this. Then kind of horseshoe around a little. bring that down to here. And then merge that into there. So, you know, that sort of works a little better. Obviously, it's going to have to go into one lane, which it might get a little bit funky at times, but we'll see how that works. Maybe it would be better to give it as a second entrance a little bit farther up the way. Because, I mean, that's actually not too bad. Because then, you know, they go up here, they yield, and that's fine. And then I can maybe even build the way to, you know, get out from the other side over here. And that would be alright too. I'll build it under just to have it be a little different. Then of course we don't want to go up before then, so we will do it like that. And it's very large for what it is, but I think where it's going to carry so much traffic, it may work. If not, I'm not too fussed. But, and the thing is, I can always upgrade this to the to this for it as a way to get out, and it would actually maybe even work better. The only reason I really did it as this is just because I feel like it would be because it's faster. So this allows speed of 50. What does this allow? 100. So yeah, it's a considerable gain. And I think that may offset the ability of the traffic to get backed up there, but we'll see. We shall see if that is true or not. And then, yeah, we're going to want the cargo one to be, I think, on this side. So they exit out that way a lot faster. We're just going to bring that back to probably there with how this will turn. And then we'll put this back on. Put the back at the top. I don't actually know what that does, even after all this time. And then maybe, I mean, I could make this a crossing, actually. It's not going to be, it shouldn't be a place where that should be a worry as much. I mean, it's definitely going to be a worry, but I mean, if they're stopping here, they're working here anyway, so I see it as like, why not? So we'll see if that's okay or not. That'll be a mistake when the time comes, if needed. I like the look of it personally, just because it's, you know, it's realistic. So maybe, you know, there's gives and takes there. And then just for the time being, because there's going to be obviously energy issues. Actually, we're going to need the energy anyway, so let's go ahead and solve that. And I think we're going to do 2 of these because we already have one up here. Actually, I can just move that. Can almost fit it in there. In fact, I may just come over here with the industry tool and, or the industry roads rather, and build a little section where these will be here. And again, I don't think it's going to fit due to the curve. Yeah, so it's a little bit off. So that curve's actually a little too much. So let me put it there first. So let's see, how's that going to work? Okay, that's fine. And then let's go here, then there, then I can build the curve. There we go, perfect. So I think that's going to work probably significantly better. And then what we'll do, because so the trash is going to be an issue, of course. So we're going to need the waste management or waste processing complex, and this is a very, very dirty thing that we don't want near anything else. So I think having it actually potentially up here is not such a bad bet. There'll be a lot of trucks going here, but there's going to be a lot of trucks in this area anyways. And this could potentially be a good spot for, you know, all of this. So let me actually see about doing, again, we'll use the, I just feel like these roads are nice just for aesthetics. If I do this, this won't, okay, it shouldn't become a lot in my eyes. I think that should be a yield there. And then we go to the waste processing. We'll put it here on the inside. And then we will go ahead and start to delete these because they shouldn't be needed once we get everything in here. Let's go ahead. Oh, I didn't even know I had one there. That's fine. I'll just delete it. Yeah, we'll delete our recycling things for now. Take all this out. Kind of ridiculous. But definitely a long time coming. Going to look a lot nicer. Okay. And I think that's it for the industry. Okay, I think that's it for the industry. We can go and delete these. And then we're going to move the water treatment to probably just go on the opposite side, I think. I wish this was a little bit, of course, easier, because that would be nice, but we're working with what we have. And this isn't the eco ones either, are they? Yeah, so they're just the inland ones. Do I actually have, like, the large eco ones yet? I don't think so. So, no, not yet. So, once I hit 36,000, I'll probably upgrade to that. But, yeah, I think for the time being, we won't make it such a worry. So, we're going to have that. We obviously got to make sure all this is, you know, connected when the time comes, so we'll go ahead and ensure that that is the case. We'll go ahead and just do that all the way, basically. I think we need a new water connection anyways soon. Or like a new source, because I think we were actually running out, so that's going to be something to consider, which, I mean, we do have the ability up here, so that's fine. And then, yeah, probably processing, we could probably use a little bit more, so let's see if we can start putting in some eco ones, so we can at least fit 2 in there. Connect that up, which is great. And then we're going to want to go ahead, because now in these other areas we need the waste transfer facilities, which are a lot better for the noise and a lot better for the pollution. They aren't quite as intense, and they typically just work a little, or actually I say a little bit better. They work a lot better with getting everything sorted out, or at least I believe so. So we're going to need to find a place to put these where it's not like, you know, plaguing someone or plaguing the people. So I think if we popped one in here, that obviously will cover this area fairly well. I do think we're going to need one over this way, which we can just about get away with right here. I think we can actually manage that to where it won't be, I think it's going to be a non-issue. And then down by the school, we're going to need something. We can actually fit it in front of the track and field, which is kind of hilarious. We can also fit it in between here, which isn't the worst. Just obviously the hill grade isn't the best, and I don't also want to necessarily poison the students. Maybe we can pop it there, and we can redo this road ever so slightly. So we can bring this out here. Then we can start to slope this maybe. Okay, so yeah, I need to bring that out a little bit more. Okay, so I can't bring it fully out because this area is a little bit funky with this. But if I go back here, and I'm thinking now if I go the opposite way, I'm wondering if this will just, if I do it like that first, then go down. Okay, it's not perfect, but that's actually not that bad. I thought that would be worse. I'm okay with that. And then, yeah, sort of just do this thing where we tidy it up, get the softer edge in there as well. And I think that will work just okay. Okay, so we've got that mapped out. That's great. So this should be sorted out a little bit better. I think that's our water and sewage and everything availability wise that was previously here. Let's press play and just see what happens, I guess. We're going to have to delete these stall. Okay, yeah, we lost. Oh yeah, let's connect the power. That's a smart one, eh? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That sounds like a smart move to me. So we'll get the power connected there. And let's run it along the highway. You know, we'll pretend, you know, we have some realism here where you would run it along the highway so it's easily accessible for utility companies and everything. So take it on across the water. Over here. I really wish there was vanilla underground wiring. I think that would be something that would absolutely benefit this game beyond all doubt. I know that will probably be something that, you know, could potentially come in time, but as for now, I think we're a little bit of ways away from it. But I like to believe that one day it will be a thing. I do hope. Yeah, you might be able to see what I was doing there. All right, so I think we're basically making our way back. Money should be coming back into a positive net hopefully soon, which should be good. We now need to delete these stops. Might have to just delete that line, honestly. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll have to delete this line specifically, which is our first line. So we'll delete that. Yes, apologies. Let's build you a new line. Actually, let's wait. Then we'll build you a new one that's better. I think that'll be the way to do it. Once this sort of fixes itself, I think we can go from there. Let's go ahead, take this out. This turns into offices and happy fun zone instead of deadly zone. Which, you know, I'm hoping they appreciate instead of want to just move away. So let's, yeah, apologies. I know you just were building in there, but I saw opportunity. Sorry. So let's see, how close can I get to this rock? Exactly that close. Okay. I wanted to keep it, of course. And then let's see, if I do that there, we can keep the rock. And if I do that about here, yeah. Oh, that's ugly. There we go. So now we get to keep it, which is fantastic. Let's do that. Then over here, we'll consider what we want to do with this one. Maybe I'll do that, and then maybe we can have one that goes there, just to utilize all the spots. All right, awesome. Wow, that filled up fast. So should we, I guess, why doesn't it auto empty? I wish it would just auto empty. But I guess that's just not how it works. Maybe we were just really backed up there. But who knows? So yeah, all of it's being transferred over there, which is fantastic. I don't think we've got our first train yet, but we definitely have things transferring from there, which is good to see. So that's always a good sign. Just waiting to see if I see a train come in. I don't... Oh, here we go. We got our first one coming in. So this is going to help with goods to where, you know, when it comes to the... oh, wow. When it comes to all of the, I guess, market or whatever you want to say, things should be good, like all the businesses. I don't think we'll have stock issues, but we could do, so that's going to be something to look out for. But let's see if putting in more offices ends up fulfilling our ordeal essentially without needing to succumb to maybe having to put in tons and tons of industry elsewhere, because that would be very nice. Let me actually put all that there. Then we'll put that there. And we'll do more offices along here. And this can all be offices. Maybe like a little corner markets. Then the rest residential. There we go. Oh yeah, of course we need to conform to our new layouts here. There we go. Beautiful. So, hopefully that is better. And since we have a little buffer here between, actually, let's put a... Yeah, let's sneak in a little waste management thing here. See, it kind of hides. It's not perfect, but it definitely hides better than anything else, and it doesn't necessarily mess everything up like the others. So, yeah, I don't know if I have to empty these myself every time. I thought they honestly did that, but I have usually only played with mods, so that could be part of the problem. I'm not sure, so I'll have to maybe keep an eye on that and see if that's something that I need to do or if it will automatically do it, because I thought it would. But I guess we'll find out. Yeah, like that emptied instantly, which is insane. That would be a lot to stay on top of, so I'm going to pretend that that's not how that works. Maybe I just need to let it like sort itself out next time. I got a bit of a busy place here. It's not that bad, actually. A lot of things could be sorting themselves out, because that could be people coming in here to go over here. And I'm sure that's going to even probably back onto the highway at some point, but for now we're okay. This is a little busier. So, I mean, like I said, I could do what I said I was going to do with the roundabout. That might not be a miss, so let's see. Let's see if it makes it better and or worse. I think I need to delete one more for it to fit. Yes. All right. Well, let's see what happens, because don't know until we try. So let's do that, and the best thing about this is we get an extra way to maybe get down here or whatever at some point. So we do that, and we switch to having the highway. And then that was a little squirrely, but I'm sure it'll work out just fine. And we can even go ahead and turn this into this, and that should also make it move faster, which will be great. In fact, we could even fully upgrade, and that should help a lot. But then there's less stoppage there as well. I think we're going to need it here. Which, I mean, I could do an elevated one, of course, but I could also just maybe make this ever so slightly different. That's always an option. So we'll see. I think what I want to do here, I know I spent so long working on that, but I just, you know, once you see it actually working, it's like, well, it could be better. So I think coming out here, because even just doing this would be, you know, probably a nice little improvement. So at least it's got 2 lanes, a dedicated right, a dedicated left, but I could turn this into a 3 lane there, so now there's 2 left, 2 right, and that should help the traffic there, or at least make the lanes more utilized all the way through. And I do still need to have a lane that goes out this way, of course, which I did nearly forget. There we go. So that should be fun. There we go. So they still have a way out that way, and that's just totally perfect. I wish I had the roundabout builder. That would be like really easy just to make that real quick. But that's what we're working with, and that's fine. All right, cool. So I like there's even cars taking this. It's kind of funny to see. I guess it is a quick way for some of them. So it's nice to see it all functioning, and the fact they're using this highway. I'm glad that's actually the quickest way And it doesn't seem to have like any backups or anything, which is good to see. It seems to be just fine. So, and one thing I may do here just for future proofing some traffic, I may turn this into a 4-lane or a 4, I guess, yeah, have 4 lanes. So there's a dedicated turn lane and a dedicated on lane, on ramp lane as well. And then there's 2 there, and then there's 2 straight. So that may work a little better for us. It's still backing up because everyone just wants that same left lane, unfortunately. I guess it's because they're going straight there, so they're doing it for that. So I wonder if I was to do this, actually. This may actually work even better because it may make them, because it's all about like the future lanes with these, like the AI I found. So I'm just curious to see if that works with making them use both instead. But we'll see, because they may just switch. It's hard to tell. It's just realizing I could turn this into a 2 or a 4 lane as well without any real issue. Let me try this. The reason I'm doing this is I'm thinking they may be more apt to use both lanes, because then it's 2 lanes going into 2 lanes going into 2 lanes going into 2. But that did become a dedicated... I really wish I could make that just turn into another one. But that... there we go. That's what I want. Yeah, that might work. That might make their AI be like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. We'll use this other lane now. Maybe. A lot of this game does become traffic management, it's gotta be said, but it's probably my favorite bit of the game, to be honest. Oh, I saw someone actually use that outside lane. So that automatically made me feel better. At least one person used it, 2 people. Okay, now more people are using it. Not a lot, but it's definitely progress. Awesome. Okay. That's all I needed. Oh my god, the trash issues. What the heck? Is it just because these things are emptying and getting full instantly? Why are they not emptying themselves?